Loving you was a journey through fire, ice, and sacred silence. If this touched your soul, don't scroll, like, comment your favorite quote, and subscribe for more. I still carry your love like a secret that heals and hurts. Sometimes love is the ghost we chase in our quietest moments. Your love was a storm that reshaped the landscape of my heart. I loved you beyond the limits of time, space, and reason. The silence after you left was louder than any goodbye. Loving you taught me the sacred art of holding and letting go. I am still healing from a love that was both poison and medicine. Your absence is the ache that reminds me I once loved deeply. Love is the quiet courage to face the pain and still choose again. I loved you in the dark places where no one else dared to go. Your love was a flame that lit my soul and burned my fears. I carry the weight of your absence like a prayer for healing. Sometimes the most sacred love is the one we lose along the way. I loved you with a wildness that frightened even the stars. Your goodbye was a wound I now wear with fierce pride. Love is the fire that breaks us open and makes us whole. I still dream of you as the soul I once danced with in silence. Your love was a sacred storm that taught me how to live. I loved you like a secret song only my heart could hear. Healing is the quiet triumph of a heart broken and reborn. I waited in silence, hoping your soul would remember the way back to mine. You kissed me like forever, but your heart had already said goodbye. Some love stories never start, and yet they haunt us forever. I forgave you silently, not for you, but for my own peace. Your absence became a presence louder than your love ever was. I lost myself while loving you and called it devotion. Some souls teach us through abandonment, not affection. You made me feel like home, then left me homeless. Even silence has a heartbeat when it echoes your name. We touched hearts too deeply to walk away clean. You weren't a mistake. You were a mirror I wasn't ready for. I romanticized your chaos because it distracted me from mine. I still speak to the version of you I once loved. We weren't just lovers. We were unfinished prayers. I didn't lose you. I found myself in your absence. You were the poem I kept rewriting in pain. Some loves end, not because they weren't real, but because they were too. I fell for the way your eyes promised things your actions broke. You taught me that love without effort is still abandonment. I still feel your goodbye echoing in my chest. Love isn't just felt, it's remembered in scars. I craved your attention the way deserts crave rain. I stayed too long in a place where love had died. Your indifference was louder than any breakup. Sometimes love ends without closure, only questions. You became a ghost in a home you once filled. I mistook your silence for safety. Your distance screamed louder than your presence ever could. I was addicted to the pain because it still felt like you. Love doesn't always leave gently. Sometimes it tears. I still ache where you used to exist inside me. I learned to romanticize the hurt because it reminded me of you. Our souls kissed in dimensions we never spoke about. You broke me, but I needed to be broken open. I gave you soft love, and you returned it in shards. You loved me in moments, but I needed you in whole seasons. I whispered, I love you into the void where you once stood. Your memory is a soft bruise I press when I miss you. I wanted forever, and you wanted freedom. You held me like a secret, then forgot I existed. I left pieces of my spirit in your carelessness. The way you left taught me the truth about your arrival. You said you loved me, but your silence betrayed you. I miss the person you were pretending to be. Your eyes said stay, but your soul was already gone. I danced alone to the rhythm of your absence. I confused your emotional starvation for romantic mystery. We didn't end. We unraveled slowly, painfully. Your goodbye had no punctuation, just silence. Love that hurts this deeply was never truly safe. You became a scar I read like scripture. I don't miss you. I miss who I became when you loved me. You chose comfort over connection, and I was the cost. Even your memory feels tired of haunting me. You weren't mine to lose, but I lost myself anyway. We burned the bridge while still standing on it. I begged the universe to bring you back, not realizing it was saving me. Our love was holy, even if it was never whole. You taught me to romanticize silence, then left me drowning in it. I didn't heal from you. I transformed because of the wreckage you left. My dear, sometimes loving means walking away so your soul can breathe again. Your silence speaks louder than promises broken in the dark. Love doesn't always heal. Sometimes it scars in sacred patterns. I mourn the us that never fully lived but haunted my nights. The hardest goodbye is to the person who once was your entire world. Healing is not forgetting, it's making peace with the wounds you carry. Our hearts spoke in a language only pain could truly understand. I loved you fiercely, even when you became a stranger to me. Regret is the ghost that lingers when love dies too soon. Your absence carved silence into my bones, but I still feel you there. Love's gravity pulls us into orbits where some sometimes collide. I was a stranger to myself before you showed me my reflection. The truth is, some souls are meant to break us open, not hold us. Sometimes the deepest love lives in the quiet ache of letting go. I built my walls around you, not knowing you'd be the storm inside. Your goodbye was a wound. My healing is a revolution. Between heartbreak and hope, I learned the art of surviving love. You were the poem I never finished writing, fading into silence. Loving you was my undoing and my awakening all at once. The stars whispered your name long after you vanished from my sky. I carry pieces of you in my scars and call it survival. Our love was a wildfire, beautiful, consuming, impossible to contain. Some love stories are meant to burn, not to last forever. I lost myself in you and found a stranger staring back. Your touch was a prayer I never dared to speak aloud. The deepest wounds are etched by the ones we once trusted most. I loved you like a secret whispered to the universe unheard. Sometimes love is a silent battle, fought behind closed eyes. The space between us holds every unsaid word and broken promise. Your absence taught me how to love myself fiercely, defiantly. Healing is the quiet rebellion against the pain you thought would break me. You were a lesson disguised as a lover, painful but necessary. I cried oceans for a love that drowned before it could breathe. Your shadow lingers where my heart used to beat without fear. Loving you was my greatest risk and my most beautiful mistake. The universe conspired to bring us together, then tore us apart. In the silence of your leaving, I found the loudest truth. I held your love like a fragile flame, hoping it wouldn't burn me. You taught me that sometimes love means choosing yourself over someone else. Our love was a sacred war, fought in whispers and tears. I still reach for you in dreams that never let me go. Loving you was a sacred wound I wear like armor now. The night remembers every secret we shared in shadows and light. You were the echo of a love I wasn't ready to hear. Sometimes love is a silence so loud it shatters your soul. I loved you with a ferocity that scared even the stars away. Our hearts collided in a cosmic dance, beautiful, tragic, eternal. I am still learning to love the pieces of me you left behind. Your goodbye was the storm I didn't know my soul needed. Love is the wound and the healing, both sacred, both necessary. I whispered your name into the void, hoping it would bring you back. Sometimes the deepest love is the one that sets you free. I built my world around you, only to watch it crumble quietly. Your love was a poem written in pain and beautiful mistakes. I loved you beyond reason, beyond time, beyond the end. The ache of missing you is the echo of a love that never fades. Sometimes love is the silence between two broken souls trying to heal. Your touch was a secret I kept hidden in the chambers of my heart. I loved you in the spaces where words failed and silence screamed. The hardest part was loving you when you no longer loved me. Our love was a fire that burned too bright to survive the night. I carry your absence like a sacred wound that teaches me to live. Loving you was the most beautiful risk I ever took. Sometimes love is the quiet surrender to a fate we cannot change. I still hear your voice in the silence of my lonely nights. Your love was a shadow that danced just beyond my reach. I loved you like the moon loves the dark, completely, silently. The wounds you left are now the map to my own healing. Love is the hardest lesson the universe teaches, and I'm still learning. I was a prisoner of your love, and my escape was heartbreak. Sometimes love is the most beautiful kind of pain we endure. I loved you with a depth that drowned my own reflection. Your absence is a silence that still sings to my wounded soul. Love broke me open to the light I never knew existed. I mourn the love that was meant to be but never was. Your goodbye was a blessing wrapped in the sorrow of loss. I loved you like the ocean loves the shore, endlessly, fiercely. The universe whispered your name when I needed to remember love.